16 Wild and weird tattoos from the fighters of MMA. Just like the sport of MMA itself, tattoos have very mixed reactions when it comes to public opinion. Some people think that they are either a work of art and are essential to expression and personality, or they're a blasphemous drawing that does not belong on the human body. The truth is that people get tattoos for different reasons. Some want to express their religious or political thoughts, others wants to represent their origins, and some just want to look cool. In the case of MMA, fighters are often tattooed from head to toe. Some have amazing pieces on them, and others have tattoos that people don't understand. These are some of the craziest tattoos that fighters love, but their admirers just don't get. 1. Belcher has a tattoo on his left arm of Johnny Cash. Commentary teams always mention it during his fights, and some fighters mock him for it, but in all fairness, it seems that he got this tattoo when he was a lot younger, and through strength training he's built up the muscles in his arms that have made Johnny's face look a little lumpy. 2. Colin Fletcher has some pretty out there tattoos. He's got a ton of spiders crawling all over his arms, along with a giant spider on his chest. So he likes spiders, there's nothing wrong with that. 3. Matt Horwick has a tattoo that is beyond explanation, an angry-looking pencil that has musical notes coming out of his eraser head. This has led to many questions, like, why is this pencil so angry? And why are music notes coming out of his head instead of the tip? But it's not up to us to answer them. 4. Alexander Emelianenko has a giant back tattoo that shows a baby being cradled by the personification of death itself, while holding a big old blade up to the Reaper. What on earth? But hey, if this makes him happy. 5. Paulo Philo got a Mike Tyson. This tribal face tattoo is one that only the toughest dudes can pull off, and I think we can all agree that he's definitely one of the toughest out there. So, it all works well. 6. So we get the whole I'm from California part, but we have questions regarding the palm trees. Do the palm trees end at the waistline or do they go lower? Are they faded out or simply cut at the roots? 7. Just as McGregor's gorilla was starting to grow on people, he invited another animal into the mix, a lion. They're kind of cool though, not the typical drawings of animals. 8. If you're into tribal tattoos, you might just love Kimo Leopold's. The one we're not sure we understand is the one underneath that. We're guessing he wanted to get Jesus tattooed across his ABS, but with the map of Hawaii covering the first letter of the tattoo, it comes out as Isus. 9. There's actually a very interesting story behind Joe Riggs' stomach tattoo. He got his stomach inked after his kids convinced him to buy a new car, a diesel VW Bug. That's quite a commitment for a Beetle car, a nickname and a tattoo totally devoted to it. 10. You may love pit bulls, but you clearly don't love them as much as Philo. With yet another stomach tattoo, Philo represents two pit bulls who are probably supposed to be fighting each other. 11. War Machine is better known by his nickname than his real name. First of all, that grenade tattoo is supposed to represent the power in his punch. 12. Some people see Brock Lesnar's tattoo as a majestic sword that instills fear upon his rivals and intimidates any man who dares cross him. Others see it as, well, something entirely different. All that matters is what he thinks of it though. 13. The axe-murderer has the logo of his own gym, represented by his face, tattooed on his shoulder. Is he a genius of marketing, or what? 14. Barry got the name of his employer tattooed on his arms, Cage Rage. Doesn't matter that this might change in a couple of years. He knows who gave him his first big break, and no matter what people think, that is admirable. 15. Monson's artwork is another hate it or love it kind of situation. Nearly all of his tattoos represent some kind of communist or anarchist idea. However, they're not connected. 16. Shad Smith decided that getting his sponsor's name tattooed on his body is not weird, so he did it twice. one on his stomach and another one on the back of his neck. Thank you, like and subscribe.